The taiga is in different parts of Canada, Europe, and Asia. It is between 50 degrees north and 70 degrees north.
It is the largest continuous biome in the world. It crosses through Alaska and Canada, as well as Scandinavia and Russia.
The soil in the taiga is thin and acidic. It doesn't have very many nutrients and is generally very rocky.
Because of the cold temperature, some parts of the taiga have permafrost, or permanently frozen layer of soil. Water from melting snow and rain in the summer can melt the permafrost a little, so the ground is soft in some places.
The balsam fir tree is the tallest tree in the taiga. Its needles keep it warm in winter and cool in summer. It is found from Virginia to Newfoundland and northwest to Yukon and Labrador. Moose eat from this tree and it provides shelter for deer and caribou in the winter.
The larch tree has a layer of cork which prevents the loss of water and keeps the tree warm.
The Yulin Mongolia tree produces fruits and the snout that protects it from predators.
Cedar tree takes many years to grow and is very expensive to buy when cut down. They have a special leaf unlike any other tree. It also has a killing temperature or cold temperature where the tree can no longer survive, better than most others.
The poplar tree loses its leaves in the fall. By doing this, it saves energy in the winter. However, it has to grow its leaves back in the summer.
Waxwing lives on fruit and berries and some insects during the breeding months. The name waxwing comes from their wax-like secondary wings. For survival, it migrates south in the winter months.
The snowy owl does most of its work at night. Its color helps it eat undetected by its prey and also remain undetected by predators. It has plumage all over its body, making it warm in the winter.
The northern lynx can become as tall as an adult. They are recognized by their small tails and are known to change color for camouflage. The lynx are solitary and nocturnal animals.
The snowshoe rabbit changes its color during the summer and winter months. It goes from being dark brown to white in the winter. This helps it hide from the predators.
The long-eared owl has one ear lower than the other to hear its prey better.
The woodland caribou can reach about 4 feet and can weigh from 250 to 400 pounds. An interesting fact is that they shed and grow new antlers every year.
In the Russian taiga, the Siberian crane has become endangered because pollution has destroyed the marshes where they make their nesting grounds. They also have been shot by hunters. The government has made hunting illegal, although hunters still shoot them. They are adapted to Siberia because they can breed in the marshes located there.
Another endangered species is the amur, or Russian tiger. The biggest feline in the world is being hunted for its luxurious fur. Though it's illegal, poor hunters still do this, for this is all they can do for money. There are only 250 to 450 left in the world. It has adapted to the cold weather by producing an extra layer of fat to keep warm.
Whopping cranes are endangered because they have been hunted for their meat and their long, beautiful feathers. Also, they lost their habitat because wetlands have been drained for agriculture. There are about 400 whopping cranes left in the wild and 145 in captivity. They live in a national park in Canada. Conservation efforts since 1941 have led to population increase. They were declared endangered in 1967. The wolverine has flat feet so it doesn't sink into the snow. It is also a health risk that tourists should be wary of.
A commensalism relationship is when one organism benefits and the other is unaffected. Here we can see the fungi and the tree. The fungi eats the dead tree, but the tree is unharmed since it is dead. Parasitism is when one organism benefits and the other is harmed. This relationship can be seen in the brainworms and caribou. The brainworm eats the caribou brain and the caribou dies. Mutualism is a relationship where both organisms are benefited. An example is a tree and moss. The tree provides a home for the moss, and the moss protects the tree.
Some of the natural attractions in the taiga include Virginia Falls in northwest Canada, which are almost twice the height as Niagara Falls. There's two large lakes carved by glaciers called the Great Slave Lake and Great Bear Lake. And there's North America's largest national park, Wood Buffalo National Park in Fort Smith, Canada.
If you've got time,
We've got taiga!
If you come to the taiga, there are several green recreation activities you can get involved in. You can go canoeing in the Fort Nelson River in Canada and bring some friends and family. If you want to have a lot of fun, you can go to the Iditarod dog race. Also, if you like kayaking, you could go to the Slave River in Fort Smith and try its rapids.
The average precipitation in the taiga is about 30 to 85 centimeters per year, and most of this is snow.
During the 6 winter months, the average temperature is from -54 to -1 degrees Celsius, and in the summer months, the range is from -7 to 21 degrees Celsius.
Here's the climatogram of the taiga. The orange bars represent rainfall and the blue line represents temperature. You can see how temperature and rainfall rises during the summer months.
If you're going on a trip to the taiga during the winter, you should bring a heavy coat, warm boots, mittens, a hat, and lots of layers. Wool, fleece, and insulating clothing would be very effective. For camping, cold weather sleeping bag, portable stove, hat, and gloves. Proper pants will provide sufficient warmth. And make sure everything including your tent is functional in winter. During the summer month, bring a sleeping pad, cooking utensils that are usable, wide variety of clothes, windbreaker and long sleeve shirts, warm shoes and long pants, and lots of layers.
Humans are greatly affecting the taiga biome. For example, logging. They cut down spruce trees to use for wood and paper. In the 17 and 1800s, white pines were harvested to make ships, and now they are almost extinct. Human factories create acid rain that weakens trees, making them easier to be attacked by insects in cold weather. Also, 5% of the biome has been permanently flooded by hydroelectric projects.
The only way to prevent this is to create laws against deforestation and make sure the factories are producing as little acid rain as possible.
Rhamnus frangella is a shrub native to Europe, Northern Africa, and Western Asia. It was introduced to the Canadian taiga 100 years ago to use as hedgerows, forestry planting, and wildlife habitat. It grows where trees just died and there is ample sunlight. It grows to create a large canopy, which prevents other tree seedlings from growing there.
Tourists should watch out for the extreme weather in the taiga. The summers can get hot, the winters are freezing, and the nights especially because there is no cloud cover. So, tourists should be careful of pneumonia, hypothermia, frostbite, etc. Dangerous animals like wolverines and mountain lions are common. It is important to always stay safe and go to approved places for a vacation.
In Siberia, the average temperature went up by 2 degrees from 1920 to 2006, which is 3 times the global average. The warmer temperature kills the trees and makes them more susceptible to forest fires. Also, it has shortened the life of bark beetle from 2 years to 1.
There are many reasons why the taiga is globally important. A massive number of trees in the taiga can remove carbon dioxide and convert it into oxygen. It filters millions of liters of water every day. Its glaciers melt during the summer and give fresh water to about 40% of people on Earth. For insect-eating birds, it is also important because they migrate here every year for the plentiful food supply and also to breed. In February 2010, the Canadian government established protection for 13,000 square kilometers of boreal forest by creating a new park reserve. They are taking direct steps to protect the ecology of the taiga by prohibiting logging, mining, and oil and gas production. Tiger Rescue Network is promoting management of the boreal forests. They are protecting old-growth northern forests, halting destructive extraction and wasteful consumption of products from boreal forests. The NRDC is working with many organizations to protect the taiga in Russia and Canada by promoting protection, finding new ways to use paper, and educating the people on what they can do to stop harming this biome.
Oh hey, by the way, Miss Bastito, I'm feeling terrible today.